haters talking about.
What's up, family? With another mighty migrant caravan marching toward the United States, Texas police are forming an incredible Trump wall. Police are lining up their vehicles near Eagle Pass, Texas to help U.S. Customs and Border Patrol agents combat what they call illegal aliens from crossing into the nation. Texas Governor Greg Abbott took to Twitter to share an image of the police forming a wall with their vehicles and said additional Department of Public Safety troopers have been deployed to the region to assist in securing the border section that does not have a physical barrier. Here is a picture showing that the Texas Department of Public Safety is on top of it. As part of our border security plan, we keep DPS on the border with boats and planes. They work with local and federal authorities to enforce the law, Abbott wrote. Now, of course, I'm wilding out a little bit, y'all, but this is serious business. People's lives are at stake, and I do believe that something is going to kick off. I don't know what, but something is going to kick off. I don't know when, but something is going to kick off. I was online reading some of the comments that people were making, and I can't remember exactly what site I was on because all of them sound the same. The conservative sites, they all sound the same. It's like the same people write the same comments. They all have that one track mind. Like there's no fluctuation in the thought process. They all sound alike. But I was reading some of the comments and I wanted to share these comments with y'all, at least a few of them. One person said, now all they have to do is put snipers every 1,000 yards. Somebody else said, need to set up 50 cals all along the border every 100 feet. Can't figure out what the distance plan is, 100 feet, 1,000 yards, 50 feet. Somebody else said that they need to put dogs right along the water so when they come up out of the water, they can sick the dogs on them. Somebody else said, I'll bet my last money, hat every damn dime, one of the beanies get allowed in and welcome. We should be able to shoot them. If Americans were invading Mexico in like fashion, the Mexican army would kill every gringo they saw. Can't argue that part about killing every gringo they saw. And somebody else said, just add snipers every 1,000 yards. So it's two people said something about putting snipers. And they actually agreed on the distance that the snipers should be before they start shooting. I'm going to tell you like this. Yes, the border should be secure. Yes, yes, yes. Only thing that I don't like about all of this is that the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy in some of those people who are so-called protecting the borders are the same people who are hiring Mexicans to work. The same people, the politicians like Donald Trump, who are saying they want to build a wall. They want to build a wall to keep the Mexicans out, but they don't want to let the ones who are here go back, who are working for slave labor, who they going to pick up on the side of the road to do all those odd jobs. They don't want to send them back, not just yet. That's the problem I have with the hypocrisy. It's like, okay, we know we got cheap labor. You go in a lot of these places, you can pretty much tell people who just got here. You can tell most of them, they don't speak, not a lick of English. And they're working at some of these major establishments, but nobody says anything. But at the same time, they talk about the border and protecting the border. I just don't think it adds up. There's no consistency. Yes, the borders do need to be protected. But I just don't think that they're serious about protecting the borders, and I believe that all of this is just a show. Donald Trump wants a wall so he can say that he built a wall, just so he can say he built a wall. He's not trying to keep Mexicans out. No wall is going to keep Mexicans out of the U.S. They don't want to keep Mexicans out of the U.S. That's game for the voters who don't know. That's just game. It's game for the people who are upset and mad. I always want to point the finger at somebody. They need a finger to point. We can point the finger at somebody who, they're taking our job. They're using up our resources. They. America is welcoming these people in, and they want them to come here and work. And they love cheap labor, but more importantly, they love free labor. It's all a game, just like the prison industrial system. It's all game. They don't care. It's all a hustle. Many of the people who work on the border allow people to come in, of course, for a price. It's a hustle. And if you don't play the game, you might find yourself floating in that very same water that the police are lined up along, so-called building their wall. I ain't telling you what I heard, I'm telling you what I know. No more talk.
What them haters talking about?